grateful for all of us, and he's there to take care of us. In 2007 March, my wife and I, unfortunately, we had a very bad road accident on our way back from Prashanti Nilayam one morning. It was a Thursday. That morning, when I took permission to leave to Bangalore, the first thing Swami asked was, "Waifu barta idara vapasu?" I wondered why was he asking that, because it was a normal thing. Every time we would go together and return together. I said, "How do, Swami?" Ha ha. Very disgruntledly, he gave permission. So we sat down, and afterwards we left at about 1 o'clock from there, 12:30 I think. Somewhere near this, after the highway was crossed, when we were coming towards Chikbalapur, the Devanhalli cross, we had a terrible road accident. It was a Volvo bus hitting our car head-on. I was not driving very fast, but the bus, the road was wrongly structured there. He came and hit head-on. And the car was smashed completely. She collapsed immediately. Lot of blood. Almost a liter of blood was out. Head injury. She just became unconscious. And I was sitting, and I had blood all over me, injuries all over me. I didn't know what to do. We were not even able to remove her out of the car. She was caught. And we went through a lot of trauma. I mean, it's a very long story. If I keep talking about it, it will go on for the next 2 hours, I think. A good Samaritan came. He took us to the Devanhalli government hospital. At a particular point, the hospital head said, "She is no longer there. You have to understand that she is not there anymore. She has gone cold. Everything has ended. We cannot revive her now. So now we will arrange an ambulance for you to take the body back to Bangalore." And I said, "I cannot believe this. I mean, how can this happen?" And the first thought was Swami. And I called one of our seniors in Puttaparthi, who went straight to Swami and reported, "Swami, nan gottu, you tell him nothing is wrong. Tell him to tell the doctors to give her an injection." And he calls me back and he says, "Swami has instructed that you should tell the doctor to give her an injection." And I go to the doctor and tell him, and that man shouts at me. He says, "What are you talking? She is not there anymore. We have already covered the body and kept. How do you expect us to give her an injection? Have you gone mad?" I said, "Sai Baba has sent this message." He says, "I don't know how to respond. You go and tell Sai Baba she's already gone." I said, "But since he has said it, you please do it." So he instructs the nurse, and that lady just takes an injection and gives, like that. And the moment that injection was given, she said. So I said, "How can she is alive? How can you say she is gone?" And then he says, this is unimaginable, and the doctors all started fretting, and they couldn't imagine what was happening in front of their eyes. And finally, they thought something had gone wrong with us. Something was wrong at a different plane. I hope you understand. They got scared that somebody whom they had declared as dead was actually making a noise and coming back. They thought something was drastically wrong, but they couldn't appreciate the fact that this was a great Leela of the Lord. And we then put her on an ambulance. It was again a lot of miracle that an ambulance got arranged. Brand new ambulance comes there with a driver in crisp, clean uniform. First time the ambulance is being driven by him. He takes us, and on the way continuously Chakravarti sir is giving information. Swami has said, "Go to Nimhans, don't worry, there is so-and-so doctor, go, take care." So we go. The doctor is waiting there. Incidentally, this doctor, Satyaprabha, is the daughter of a doctor who is to come to Swami. I think it was Narasappa. Narasappa's daughter is this Dr. Satyaprabha. We went to Nimhans and everything was ready. And I was soaked in blood, injuries everywhere. I don't know how I was even moving around. There were all kinds of injuries. She was still in almost a very delirious, unconscious state. We reached the hospital. The doctor takes her in. They do all kinds of tests. They say the thin layer of the brain got saved by a few millimeters of inches or something like that. It was a miraculous escape. They said she needs to be there for a few weeks. And believe me, in 2 days' time, with Swami's divine intervention, she got discharged. She came back home. I'm cutting the story short because we don't have time. Miraculously, he intervened and he got her out of the hospital. And that night, the night when I admitted her in the hospital, I went back home. I came home to get change clothes for her. And when I entered the house, the entire kitchen was full of glass pieces. The entire kitchen was flooded with glass pieces. And I didn't realize what was this. How could glass pieces be there in the kitchen? Anyway, I asked the lady in the house, what is this? And she was also shocked. Went back to the hospital. We went through the treatment. And all. Every day, the next 15 days, every day in the evening, Swami would inquire. He would make somebody or the other call, ask them how are they, ask them what is happening. Today, how is she? Today, how is she? And on the second day after the accident happened, Swami in fact got into the car and said, take me to his house, I want to go now. And then somebody said, Swami, they are still in Nimhans. So he said, ask them to take rest. Every evening, 6:30, a call would come. How are they? How are they? How are they? After 15 days, he sent a message, asked them to come to Parthi. So we both went to Puttaparthi. That afternoon, he was seated. Swami comes at 3:45 and he takes in students' terminology, it is that square cut, the first cut on the side. The moment he comes into the hall, the first cut he took and he comes around. The moment he is entering the veranda, he says, Punarjanma Kotidini, Punarjanma Kotidini. So I went to him, I said, Swami, everything was gone and you did something which nobody can do. I mean, I didn't know how to express. What will you tell the Lord who has given life back? Call her inside. So I asked her to come. As we are entering the interview room, Swami says, Punarjanma, Punarjanma. He says, Hod janmadalli yeneno marta idri. Ee janma saigagi matra. You did all kinds of things in earlier births. This birth is only for Sai. And then he narrated the entire incident. He said how it happened. He said, I was standing on the road divider and you were crying. He said, you keep telling you have a lot of faith in me, but when you saw your wife was collapsing and dying, you were crying. You didn't even once call out to me. What is this faith that you have? And I was standing there and I was laughing at you. I said, why did you laugh? He said, Swami, how can you laugh? He said, you had no faith in me. You were continuously crying. You should have called out to me. You should have cried out to me. You didn't call out to me. But I didn't let you go. I did everything that was required. When the injection was put in, I put the prana inside, he said. In fact, after saying this, I actually started off telling you all, I told Swami, I want to narrate this incident in Kulwant Hall in front of everybody, Swami. You have to give me the permission. And he said, idikkinna samaya bandilla, samaya bandaga nin helu. Ivaga beda, samaya bandaga helu, he said. And I asked him many times after that. I said, Swami, permit me to tell this, permit me to tell this. And this morning, when I was sitting in my puja, and I said, Swami, at least today, allow me to share this incident in that hall, that Garland just cut. And so I decided that I must share this experience with all of you today. And after that, after this, what he said was, I'm telling you, I am not able to even now believe what he said. He said, those 15 days, Swami said, every time I used to take food and take it near my mouth, I could not eat because I was thinking about you. He said, I have not eaten properly for 15 days. So much of love. I tell you, I don't think I deserve it. I don't think we all deserve it. So much he did. So much he's doing. We have not risen up to what he wanted us to do. We are not rising up. We are still caught in our mundane issues only. This was absolute true divinity. This was divinity in its fullest form. Can you imagine Lord saying, I could not eat because I was thinking about you. 15 days he said, Nanu oota madilla bangaru. And I held his hand and said, Swami, why? For us, why, Swami, we are not worth it. We are not worth all this love. This much love you should not give, Swami. We will not be able to take it. And somehow it ended. He gave us so much love after that. In the next few days, he kept us in Prashanti Nilayam. He took care, every time inquiring, every time asking. So much care, so much love, so much love. When he was sending us back in that visit, when we were returning back to Bangalore, he said, Inmelayinda naan gaadi hinde back seat alli naan kutkoltini. I said, Swami, he said, ನೀನು ಯಾವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀಯೋ ನಾನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನು ಚಿಂತೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ. ನಾನು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಫ್ರಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು, ಬ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು. ಸರ್